A haircut is one of the last few places where people sit down and actually talk.
You get points off for drinking beer and eating hot dogs.
And sometimes it's more than small talk.
And the fact that he's so confident about who he is makes me like him that much more.
But most of the time, it's not that deep.
Did you get to chug some beers?
I didn't have to chug one beer this year.
Do you think the Bears are just getting started with Caleb and new coach?
I think the Bears will probably go to the NFC Championship game. I think there won't be as many comebacks next season because there won't need to be.
The new coach, new quarter. I think they're just getting started.
Absolutely.
That throw that he made with the Rams.
Insane.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone fall back, 15 yards?
Just chuck it up there, and it was a perfect throw.
I just saw an interview, too, where he's talking about that actual throw. Basically saying it made sense to me that I could get back that way. I could see.
And we're
because
all
I couldn't see. And we were all like, what the fuck is he doing? Yeah.
Game's on the line. What are you doing, man? We all went crazy. Everybody was watching it.
How did you do in your fantasy leagues this year? You played in quite a few, right?
I was in the playoffs for all of them, and I lost. I think I was in the semifinals for all of them.
Okay. Your fantasy leagues?
I didn't win.
Did you end up doing?
I didn't lose. I didn't win.
I think I only made the final for 2, and then I won 1. So
nice. You were kind of in the middle.
I was in the middle this year.
Okay.
It
So the loser of the league.
yeah,
What did they have to do?
they have to roll a perfect game of like bowling, and they have to stay in the bowling alley until they do.
Did you get to chug some beers?
I didn't have to chug one beer this year. That was so funny when you texted me. I was like, should I bring my beer bag?
But you get points off for drinking beer and eating hot dogs. So he drank a ton of beer. He didn't have a single hot dog, but he drank 17 beers.
17?
Always turns out there's one team that sucks, and that guy's every Sunday he's sending you a video, drinking a beer, shotgunning a beer, and his face subsequently gets more and more miserable every week.
I mean, that's
And
kind of
just
tough.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Last time you were on, we joked about the Bears winning the Super Bowl.
When I was sitting here, we were talking, I made that comment, and we both cracked up because I think I was joking a little bit, and you thought I was joking.
How do you think the Bears are going to be this year?
I mean, I always think they're going to win the Super Bowl, and then after
I always think they're going to win the Super Bowl.
I'm a diehard, man.
Yeah.
But then
But then they ended up doing really good.
Winning.
And then I thought about you the whole season. I was like,
Sammy's right.
onto it.
Right.
I was hoping the Rams would go.
Were you?
Yeah.
Why?
Since they beat us, I was like,
Right.
I mean, let them go and like.
It's true. I was rooting for Sam Darnold. I mean,
And yeah, he's old.
he's old. He's my age.
No, then who's the QB?
Oh, Matt Stafford.
There we go. He's
You know the whole story with him and his wife, though.
him and his wife.
Oh, it's screwed up.
No.
I went to Georgia. She went to Georgia.
Okay.
And I think they had a thing or whatever, and they were dating or broke up. And for her to get back at him, she slept with his roommate and backup quarterback, and like publicized it like last year or 2 years ago on her like TikTok page.
What?
And everyone was like, "You're psycho!" Like,
He's just now telling people.
I'll find it for you. I'll send it. to
Okay,
you.
yeah, send it to me.
Shotgunning a beer in the morning is not easy.
And then they did something with an offensive coordinator.
The offensive coordinator this year.
Yeah. What's the coach's name?
Ben Johnson?
Ben Johnson
He's calling the
is
plays,
still
so
going to
it's-
call the plays.
Right,
So is he calling all the plays as head
On
coach?
offense. Yeah.
On offense,
Yeah.
right? So if they bring in an offensive coordinator, what does the offensive coordinator do if...
Yeah. If the
You have defensive head coaches. You have head coaches that would prefer to delegate to the offensive coordinator.
The offensive coordinator is coming in for an offensive-minded coach. Usually, it's like team by team, situation by situation. But usually, it's like they will basically coordinate the practices and like more like team meeting kind of stuff on the offensive side because the the head coach can't coordinate everything, right? Like they're more like vibes, leader of men type, not like I'm going to make all these like genius play calls.
Yeah.
If you have like a really good offensive coordinator, they're going to get swooped like Ben Johnson just did.
But NFL, it's just the king.
People have given him a lot of shit.
Absolutely. No. He's his own person. He does what he wants to do, but he goes out in the field and he plays well. He backs it up.
Super masculine kind of vibe that you see with football players. And then Caleb comes in.
Yeah, I mean, the traditional NFL quarterback is like, that's the manly position.
Yeah.
Like everyone's got to be a man. And he comes in, he paints his nails, he wears lip gloss, and it's like, hey man, do you. Like, and that's what it should be. If you're playing well and you're doing what they hire you to do, it shouldn't matter who you are. And the fact that he's so confident about who he is makes me like him that much more.
Taylor Swift ruined Travis Kelce. I'm not kidding.
Thank you.
On a football level, like she ruined him.
Swift account.
Okay. I'm not anti-Taylor, but I'm not pro-Taylor either. I'm objective.